Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to have a really fun show, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, today we got a pretty interesting show here. We're going to be piggybacking off of another show we produced, but obviously it all depends on when you guys are seeing this show here. So recently, Stephen Curry came out with his starting five, right? Came out with his starting five, and his basically his starting five consists of all time Magic Johnson at the point guard, Michael Jordan at the 2, Kobe at the 3, Tim Duncan at the 4, Shaquille O'Neal at the 5. We even put up a post on our community about a day or so ago where we said Stephen Curry knows what's up. Kobe top three as his 4 to go with Jordan, Magic, Shaq, and Tim Duncan. Let me guess, he's hating too, huh? So we did that. So what happened? Of course, LeBron supporters came out in droves to come to his defense, which is what you would expect. So anyway, I was going through the internet and I came across a clip from the Colin Cowherd show. Now, apparently Colin Cowherd must be on vacation because one of the most annoying people in sports media, at least in my personal view, Jason McIntyre, he was on there filling in for Colin Cowherd. And Jason McIntyre was talking about this very thing, right? And basically, he was talking about how shocked he was that Stephen Curry basically omitted LeBron out of his top 5 of all time. Now, if you know anything about Jason McIntyre, he's a huge Laker fan, and he's a very, very huge LeBron fan, and he's also very, very annoying. But in this particular clip, to my surprise, he actually took an anti-LeBron position on this topic, which absolutely surprised me. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Jason McIntyre had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that.
Okay, I know the NBA is on hiatus. We're just waiting for Dame and James Harden to figure things out. James Harden notably not at one of his teammates' weddings over the weekend. We may touch on that later. But my guy, Steph Curry, you guys know I'm a huge Curry fan. I've told the story a ton. Just a great ambassador for the NBA. So he's doing a little media tour. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him here on the show. Unlikely. About his new Apple show. I forget the name of it, but apparently it's pretty good. I watched about half of it. I haven't finished it. And he's doing a media tour. And Steph Curry was asked, because this is how you generate interest. Steph, name your all-time starting 5. And I don't know if Steph Curry gave this much thought. Maybe I'm being too sinister here. But Steph Curry left one big name out of his starting top 5. Okay? Steph had Magic Johnson, understandable, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant at the 3, I guess, Tim Duncan, and Shaq. Now, almost all of those guys played in the same era. There was a little crossover with Tim Duncan, I think, in the early 2000s. Shaq went a little longer. Kobe went a little longer. And it's a fine starting 5. But you know what the big picture takeaway is on social media. Whoa, he left LeBron off the list. J-Mac, he's got LeBron number 1 all time. A lot of other guys got LeBron number 2 all time. LeBron's even on the starting 5. Curry's taking a shot at LeBron. And then you give it a little more thought. That's the surface level stuff that basic jabronis will give you on the internet. So think about it a little deeper. Curry left himself off the list. I think a lot of people would put him on there. I'll get my top 5 in a sec, or my starting 5 in a second. But what if Curry views himself on LeBron's level? Like more of a peer than I'm looking up to LeBron. What if Curry says, you know what, we've kind of dominated the league for the last, 10 years? You could argue, there's a capable argument to be made that what Curry and LeBron have had over about a decade span was pretty much what Bird and Magic had in the 80s. There's a real argument for that. I mean, Curry and LeBron have dominated the NBA. Interestingly, they have the same number of titles. Interestingly, Curry is 3-1 against LeBron in the finals. Now 3-2 overall because the Warriors lost to the Lakers in this postseason. But it's entirely possible, ladies and gentlemen, that Steph Curry views himself as an equal to LeBron. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You could make a legitimate argument that Steph Curry was the more impactful player in terms of changing the game during his career than LeBron. I mean, you could argue Curry changed the game more than a lot of the guys on his starting five. Like, I know LeBron was ushering in the super teams, but I've argued this on the show. And again, I know I keep using the word argue. Folks, when I was a young guy, I wanted to be a lawyer. You know, I really thought I was going to be a lawyer. I could argue anything. I'm seeing a lot of that in my kid. A little frustrating to deal with it now, but I digress. And you could really look at Curry's career and say, yeah, he changed the game more than LeBron. And Curry has beaten LeBron head-to-head in the finals. But, Jay, he had Kevin Durant for 2 of those. Okay, fine. He beat him in 2015. Lost to him in 2016. Then LeBron, him and Curry have like I don't want to say frenemy situation developing, because LeBron has gushed about Curry and Curry's gushed about LeBron. But I do wonder if Curry said, I'm closer to LeBron than the masses think. I know it's tough to think of because LeBron is 6'9", or 6'8", or 6'9", and like 250. He's like a tank. And Steph Curry's this wispy, below the rim, 6'3" guy.
So you heard what he had to say. There's something I think that's important that I need to say now. I don't know where it became a thing, but you do realize that the only people that pick LeBron James as a top 2 player of all time are people that work on television, people that work at various sports publications who usually all have the same list. But if you talk to normal NBA fans, they usually have a different position. I don't know what the big shock is. Some of you guys are shocked. I don't understand why you're shocked. Most people that have seen both of these 2 dudes play usually go in a different direction. The majority of them. I was listening to a clip the other day. Even Charles Barkley, who has Kobe Bryant number, I think it's number 5 or number 6 of all time. He has Kobe numbers. I think he has LeBron right behind him. I don't know what is this. To me, what gets me is that these guys believe that we're supposed to believe that, which to me is surprising. Some of us don't see it the way you see it. Some of us see it from a totally different angle. Now, I have LeBron in my top 5 all time. He's number 4. Some people feel as, hey, and I don't care. They can kick rocks. Personally, I don't give a damn. Right? Because I don't be seeing these people commenting under Nick Wright videos or Shannon Sharp videos talking about they hating. They be loving it. So I don't care to align with these guys in terms of who they think is the top. I don't care. I don't care to have your opinion. That's your opinion. That's what you feel. That is fine. I'm not here to triangulate to be like, oh, now I don't care. I believe what I believe. I've defended it. I've taken my position. What surprised me, however, is this is a LeBron guy saying this. And as I said in the other show, I'm going to say it again. You guys are going to be in for a very, very, very rude awakening. A lot of these guys that were talking and trumpeting LeBron, they'll turn on him for the next best thing. You better believe it. You already saw signs of it when he was up there at the ESPYs acting up, doing whatever he did. People were already calling him out for that. And these are people that are normally known for supporting him. These are guys that were actually calling him out. Like Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd. They were like, this is just a very, very cringy moment. So all of them are calling him out. These are staunch LeBron people that always have come to his support, and they're out there calling him out. So you guys are going to have a rude awakening in the future. Y'all can feel it. And people talking about he doesn't have him in his top because he don't think he that dude, period. And you heard what he said. Like, why would I be ranking a dude that I beat so many times ahead of me? Like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, come on. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? So I understand Stephen Curry doing that. He would look soft if he even came out there and said something like, you going to talk about somebody I beat you so many times and I'm going to put you ahead of me? Come on, stop. So I totally feel that. LeBron fans, if y'all feel a type of way, then that means you here. If you feel a type of way, that means you're watching the content. So you can't come up here watching something and then talking about you feeling a type of way. Again, if the music ain't working right for you guys, if you don't see me, if you see my unwillingness to twerk, again, you have a myriad of platforms that you can go to and have them twerk it up for you all day long. What kills me is these dudes acting like as if I need to be kissing the ring. You dudes can kiss the ring. I'm not doing that. I can say whatever I want in a respectful way, period. I don't have to feel the way you feel. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I go through the internet. There are a lot of channels with a lot of dudes twerking it up all day long. You guys have enough. You're not getting me to. I am sorry. I'm sorry. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you want today's full show, be sure to check out the Dreamers Pro podcast, which we have pinned in the comments below on Spotify and iTunes. Catch y'all later. Peace.